Say something again.
So he was in the shower and I was singing.
There we go. All right, stop talking.
Okay.
Welcome to the G.N.A. podcast, Games, Nerds, and Alcohol, where we get drunk and talk about stuff. But tonight, we're going to be talking a little bit less and playing a little bit more, since the Diablo 2 Resurrected beta just came out. So, why not sit down and play a little bit of it? So I got Damok here with me. He was kind enough to be conned into playing a little. And
You missed an opportunity. I'm very upset now.
Ruh-roh, Raggy, what'd I miss?
Stay a while and listen.
Come, stay a while and listen. See, I was going to work that in a little bit later, but man, I gotta whip out the big guns now. God, I should be doing this whole in the Deckard Cain voice, but I totally cannot. Diablo 2 Resurrected was just released in beta. It's the open beta, so figure play it, see what it's like, see what it feels like. So we're going to be talking a lot about this game as we are playing. So be prepared for that. If you're trying to go in this with blinders, I would say turn this episode off. You do not want to hear what we's got to say. But if you do want to hear what we got to say, guess what? We're going to be saying a lot of it. One thing, though, I do have to address, and we're going to do this in the Everybody's Drinking, or What is Everybody Drinking? So, as you all know, I have been a lame SOB and not been drinking anything whatsoever because I'm on all sorts of medication, blew out my hip, I got the hip thing, I got the wrist thing, I'm just old. I'm getting old, all right? I'm so old I don't buy green bananas! But tonight, I'm actually having a drink. D was supposed to be joining us tonight, but D is right now hanging with his family and chatting with his buddies. I say buddies, his old war buddies, because one of his army buddies that he was pretty good with just died of COVID. So tonight, I'm going to be drinking for that. I'm going to be drinking for him because he can't. So I have pulled out the 24-year-old single malt whiskey, the Single Malt Scotland Glenkeith Distillery. This guy was put in the barrel back in '95 when I started dating my wife, and it was bottled in 2019. Actually, 9 days ago, 2019. So I am drinking this. I'm actually having a good sniff of it too. I'm not chinsing out with just like a little sip. I've got 2 knuckles worth. I got a single cube of ice in it just because I actually like a little water to open her up. And man, it's exactly what you think it would be for a 24-year-old scotch. It is super smooth. Not super, like it's sweet, but it's not super sweet. It's got that, I think, Damok, you always describe it as that shoe leather taste.
Yeah, it tastes like leather.
Yeah, and it's super good. It's smooth. I could probably drink this whole bottle tonight. I'm not gonna, but I'm drinking tonight because, sometimes you just gotta have a drink for somebody who can't. And I'm drinking for D. I'm drinking for his buddy. I'm drinking for them all just because, it sucks. It really sucks. So, but that's the somber reason, but what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I had 2 fingers of that Dogfish Head honey rum.
I'm
I'm the same way as you. I like to put a single ice cube in there to, one, chill it down properly, and two, open it up. And I do the same thing with rum. I like to, and I thought it was too potent because I poured it in a shot glass and I didn't shoot it. I sipped it out of the shot glass to see how I was going to like it. And it was a little too potent at first. Like, all the flavors were just kind of bundled up and you couldn't really enjoy it. So then I took a little snifter glass and put an ice cube in there and drank it for there, and I really, really enjoyed it. It ended up being very, very incredibly smooth and sweet. Yeah, I Dogfish Head, I drink their beers. I had no fucking idea they made a rum.
Zero idea. Zero. Once you showed that, I showed it over to Lex. I'm like, hey, if you really do have feelings for me, this would be a great gift. And I'm pretty sure it's not super expensive.
No, it was not super expensive. It's mid-shelf tucked in the back. Yeah. It wasn't like front and center. This is a limited special edition that's, $95. I think it was like maybe $40, maybe. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, that definitely makes it feel good.
But I needed to drink today. The the fiance needed to drink today. So we went to the ABC store and we decided, fuck it, let's buy everything to make Walk Me Downs, but I don't want to keep making individual Walk Me Downs, so we have a pitcher in the fridge of Walk Me Down, so I just put some ice in a cup, pour it in, and we're good to go.
Love it. God, I gotta come up some night, and you make some Walk Me Downs, and we just sit around and BS, or play PS5, or race, or something, and just drink Walk Me Downs all night long.
Fuck, come on over, man.
All night long. Oh, man. Well, I would say let's go into State of Games, but we know what we're playing. We're playing Diablo 2 Resurrected. So I am so on the fence about buying this game. And the more I play it now, the more I'm like, man, I want to, but oh, man. I was actually just talking to Wolfman before we got here. Wolfman over, what's his Grindhouse? What's his Discord? Wolfman Grindhouse?
I think it's Wolfman Grindhouse.
Yeah. Great guy, streamer. I think he's taking some time off of streaming right now. But great guy, chills out in the G.N.A podcast. I was just talking to him about it, and he was actually telling me how he only played like maybe 2 or 3, quests worth or levels. I forgot what he described it as, but he didn't play this game for very long when it came out. He said he tried to do the Median XL thing, with all the mods and stuff, but he just, he couldn't get into it. At the time, he didn't have a PC that could play it, but now he does. And I just said, hey, you know what? Play in the beta if you've never played Diablo 2, but you played Diablo 3 and all that jazz. This is worth a buy. I definitely think it would be worth a buy. I don't know how I feel if you've already played Diablo 2, if I'm going to say it's worth a buy, but I think we can spend some time tearing this guy apart.
I'm not going to buy it at this point in time. But we'll see.
Yeah?
Maybe this playthrough that we do when I'm playing with friends will be a lot different. But, yeah. So I am not impressed.
You had some issues. Why don't we start off there? We'll start off with some horrid issues, because I haven't had any yet. And I say yet because I'm bound to get one, but I haven't had one yet.
Oh, no, dude, I'm cursed, right? I am legitimately cursed. I had no fucking issues with Cyberpunk 2077. None. It was a flawless game for me. I thought it was amazing. And because of that, every other game that I play, I always have a glaring fucking issue.
You wasted all your luck on that one, man.
Spent all the karma.
That's gotta burn. Well, what's one? So come on, what's some of the issues you've had? You were telling me about just before we started.
Yeah, so I'm on my third character, because I'm not sure what's going on with the game. It's not like I've had 3 characters that I've tried to level up a bunch. I started the first Paladin. I got him to, I think, level 17-ish, was doing Tristram runs, having a good time, left the game, and then tried to join a new game, and it told me that the character is currently in another game. So I figured, okay, well, maybe I need to exit out, and I know, the server's been laggy, it jumps players all over the screen, but I was like, okay, to be expected. Lag is lag, but was not able to get my character to play again, so then I just created another paladin. I started leveling that one up. I think I got to around level 13, maybe 14 or so. And again, this time I wasn't doing Tristram runs. I was just trying to get through Act 1 with a bunch of random people. And I had to go for a minute and exit out of the game and we'll try to join a new game. And yes, that character's locked out as well. So I was like, oh, fuck, I'll go back to my other one. Nope, both characters are now locked out of games. Because they say they are currently in a game, even though I'm clearly in the lobby. And then I even tried to do, and I know this is a multiplayer beta, all right? It does not have single player, but you can just hit join game instead of hit lobby. But that join game still creates a multiplayer type. It's still connected to a server, which is where this is. Yeah, I thought because when you first boot the game, you have to connect to BattleNet. Do you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think I had to do that with Diablo 3 too. So I mean, it didn't.
Right.
It didn't register for me.
But when I hit play on those characters that were locked in other games, it gave me the same error trying to play the quote unquote single player one. Now I don't know because it says this is the multiplayer beta, right? I don't know if single player is actually properly implemented yet, which I don't think it is because you can't play your single player / multiplayer character back and forth unless you're playing Open BattleNet, which I don't think they're gonna have. They're not gonna do the TCP, whatever. But yeah, so I had to just delete 2 characters. I'm on my 3rd character now, and I am at level 13. So we shall see. This character so far has had no issues, and I've been in and out of several games. Because I was going to just try that. I was joining games and then leaving games and joining games and leaving games with this character to see if I continue to run into that issue. It could have been I did this, 15 minutes after launch because, I had the time to do it today. So maybe it was an issue with the servers lagging. Maybe it was just bad luck, or maybe it's a horrible glitch in the game.
I don't know. Well, I can tell you that from where I'm sitting right now, I have had no issue, but I'm only like level 5, 6. I think I just hit level 6. I literally just jumped into the game shortly ago because I had a really, really full day. So I literally just jumped into the game and just trying it out. Well, bugs, I mean, bugs are bugs. I'm definitely I'm not justifying bugs, but I want to go into some things that I think they definitely did right. The graphics, night and day difference compared to Diablo 2. Holy hell. It looks...
Have you used the active button?
Yes, the G key to switch back and forth.
Yeah, I do it while I'm playing.
God. Yeah, my God. Such a, stark contrast. It looks good. It feels good. It looks... I mean, I don't know if it's when
you say feels good, we can touch on that in a minute.
Well, no, when I say feels good, I just mean the aesthetics feel good. The aesthetics feel true to Diablo 2. They don't, it's not like they revamped everything and it's now a completely different looking game. It feels good in that fashion. That's what I meant.
Okay. No, and I agree that way. As far as the graphics go, really enjoying them, and I think that they really fucking stepped on their dicks with Diablo 3, making it cartoony. Now looking at Diablo 2, where they made it not cartoony and more rugged. But I guess Diablo 4 is supposedly going to make up for that. We shall see.
We shall see. No,
the graphics is smooth. The interface is smooth. I like the menus. I like when you hit your C for your character, your I for your inventory. They don't fill up the full damn screen, but they still have enough space for everything to be there. Well, I'm playing on 1440p. Maybe if it was 1080, it might fill the full screen, but yeah. Also, you can ramp up. Have you gone into your options settings?
Yes, turn it up to high, or very high, I mean.
Oh, yeah, mine's on very high, but I'm saying there was one here. You can scale. Shit. There's an option to scale the interface.
Resolution scaling.
Yeah, there you go. And you can jack it all up and do a whole bunch of craziness.
Oh, I didn't try jacking it up. Let me jack that up, see what I get. I'm not seeing any difference, but...
I have not messed with it now, and I changed it, but it's supposed to. Maybe it's not implemented at the moment. It is still a beta.
I am seeing... So I did jack it up pretty high, and I am seeing a reduction in frame rate. So maybe that did do something. Let me put that down to 100 again and see if...
Where are you seeing your FPS at?
I'm not seeing it visibly. I'm just perceiving it from action on the screen.
I was hoping that they would add in an FPS counter because I like these new graphics, and I know it's not finished. I know the game doesn't come out for another month, but yeah. There are definitely some massive FPS hits in this game.
Yeah, turning that back to 100 definitely got me back to... It looks a lot smoother now. I want to try this on 4K and see what it feels like there. See if it's... see how that looks and feels. Because I can imagine that this game at 4K looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, I could put it on my 4K monitor, but then I gotta lean back and it makes it all difficult.
Well, your 4K monitor is not a 4K monitor, it's a TV.
Well, yeah, TV. But, they simultaneously launched this on all platforms. It's all crossplay. So it's on everything. I'm not sure. I didn't see Switch on the list, but it might be on Switch. And it's all crossplay right now.
I was going to say, Diablo 3 is on Switch, so I can't imagine it wouldn't be on Switch.
Yeah, I can't imagine it wouldn't be either. I don't know. I did not see the Switch logo, but I wasn't looking at the crossplay thing.
So I want to point this one out because this just, it's simple, it's stupid, but I don't know. It's really resonating with me. The town portal looks so friggin' good.
Oh, yes.
Like, it just looks good. That's just so, I don't know, it's stupid, it's silly, but it looks so good.
And the lighting effects look really good.
Yes.
When you get up to the town portal, you can see the individual blue glow on certain aspects of you and not all aspects.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's got I don't know, it's got a great feel to me. It's, I'm liking the graphics. Sound wise, I think the sound is spot on. It sounds good. It sounds crisp. I'm playing it through headphones and it's a little loud, but I mean, that's kind of expected when I've got it jacked up to super volumes. But it feels good. It sounds good. I keep saying feels good just because I attribute everything to a feeling. The sound on it is just, it's crisp. Hold on. We're missing a very, very important part here.
Okay.
The opening FMV.
Yes.
Holy crap. Like, Blizzard has one thing that they can nail, and that's those damn cinematics. It looked great.
They could not afford to not make those look amazing.
Right.
But I will still say, I liked the opening cinematic. I really did. I liked the Act 2 cinematic. I watched that one.
Yep.
It still felt a little, but maybe that was just keeping in with the style, right? It still felt a little, the characters felt a little sluggish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe that, that was keeping with the original FMVs to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Because they were a little sluggish, so okay, I went with it, and they didn't change them. It's almost a shot-for-shot remake, or is a shot-for-shot remake.
100%.
Yeah, so they did a great job, but after what fucking Warcraft? Was it Warcraft 3? Reforged or whatever? They said they were going to change it, they were going to amp all the new cutscenes, and they didn't, and they cut them out at the end? Yeah, they could not afford to fucking not do it for Diablo.
Yeah, I just think they nailed a home run with that, and you're right, they absolutely needed to. If they didn't, they were gonna take one right on the chin. But they, in my opinion, they knocked it out of the park, man.
Yes, I absolutely agree. I think the cinematics have been phenomenal so far. I think the animations are at times a little janky so far, but Diablo 2 also had some janky animations with the characters.
Hang on 1 second. Spit it out! Fucking fly flew into my friggin' scotch.
Nice, dude. That fly knows what a good scotch is.
Yeah, he's gonna spit it out, though, because that's my damn scotch.
But, yeah.
Sorry, I digress.
Oh, you're good.
All right, so opening feels. You said you're not going to get it, and I'm super on the fence on. I mean, I'm going to get this game. Am I going to get it on release? No, I can safely say I'm not going to get it on release. Am I going to get this game? I'm 100% positive I'm going to get this game.
Okay, I'm letting the beta wow me into purchasing the game, but from the experience that I've had so far, and granted it's the first day of the open beta, I've had issues to the point where I was like, plus I don't like what they have done with their decision making on some aspects of the game.
Really? Okay. Oh, you mean like the lack of TCP?
The lack of TCP, the lack of ladders. So they're going to add ladders later, but they are not going to be on launch. They're going to add seasons much later. That's not going to be on launch. They're not going to add in the Uber Diablo stuff and all of that. That's going to be on launch. I'm wondering how they're going to toggle, because they haven't really come out and said how they're doing it yet. How are they going to toggle the expansion versus non-expansion? Because they said that it's a toggleable mode, and you can see it in the main menu that you can say, "Hey, I want to enable the expansion characters." But how is that going to play for everyone? If you choose to not toggle it, your character will be a separate version of Diablo 2. Just like, back in the day, you had Diablo 2, and then you had fuck, dude, I can't believe I'm blanking. Lord of Destruction. Wow, I can't believe I blanked on. I've spent years playing these fucking games.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Sometimes your brain just decides that it's not going to operate that day.
That has been my day today, man. It's been fucking rough. But I don't know how they're going to do that. They haven't come out and said it yet. There are aspects of the game that they did change that I do really like. I like running over the gold and it automatically picking it up.
Yes.
I do very much like that. I love what they did to the stash system. Right? Have you looked in your stash?
You mean back at town?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Diablo 3 to me, but what am I missing?
It kind of did, but it's different. So you have one tab that is your personal tab, and that is connected to whatever the ladder you're in or whatever. Then you have 3 more tabs. Tabs are currently not available for me on this, but they are for your non-ladder characters. So your ladder character can transfer item to the non-ladder characters.
Interesting.
Because remember they said that they're going to make all the ladder rune words available to non-ladder sessions, all the Heraldric Cube recipes to non-ladder sessions, so everybody can just have fun and play without being in the competition thing, to ensure that you keep the character that you want going instead of having to remake constant characters that you weren't interested in.
Interesting.
So I like that change. I thought it was really great of them to do that. It's a little weird, but okay. It gave me replayability for the game.
I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. I'm in some dungeon here. I don't even know where the hell I am. I'm just getting frozen by whoever this is, which I'm going to kill you, Cold Crow. You're dying. Meow. There you go. No, I'm liking a lot. I'm liking a lot of the game. There's a lot of in-game stuff, and when I played Diablo 2, I never played any of the ladder stuff. Like, if I played with somebody, it was just to play through with them. There was nothing else to it. I literally just played the game to play the game. I actually played more of Diablo 1 than I think I ever did of Diablo 2, but that was because I had Diablo 1 on my PlayStation, and I was the only one who had it. So we used to have people just come over, and we'd spend almost every single night up till 2, 3 in the morning running, Diablo 1 runs. And I just say, I'd do a different character and then a different character because it was 2-player. So I would do this character this night, and somebody else would come over another night. So I'd do the rogue, and then it was like, I'm gonna do wizard or sorcerer or whatever the hell it was named. So I actually played a lot more Diablo 1 than I ever did Diablo 2.
Okay. I played the shit out of Diablo 1. I even played it so much that I bought the weird Sierra expansion Hellfire.
Yeah, so Diablo 2 also, like, I didn't play a lot with other people. If I did, it was a LAN party thing, because my version that I actually had to crack because long story on why my PC wouldn't run it, but I had to get a cracked version of the executable to make it all run. I owned like 4 copies of this damn game because I bought it for me and then I bought it for other people so that we could all play. But I could never get it to run on my machine if it had to connect off to BattleNet. So I had to always have a cracked executable to make it run. So anytime I played with anybody, it was always TCP. So I never played any of that stuff. Ladders. What the hell's ladders? I never played them. Never did them. What are you talking about? What are ladders?
I don't think ladders came to Diablo 2 until the very end.
Oh, good. I don't feel bad for not knowing it then.
Yeah, no, because I don't remember ladders, and I played Diablo 2 for years. That was my game. Like, shit. It was one of those, and they're talking about ladders for this. Ladders, I think, were a big Diablo 3 deal, which was great because it added, no, you know what? There were ladders, and then I'm thinking seasons.
Okay, yeah, and there's definitely seasons in Diablo 3. That was a real big thing in Diablo 3.
So there was ladders in Diablo 2 then, and I wasn't a ladder ranked character. Because that was that weird... What not ladder hardcore? God, dude, I haven't played this since I was a fucking teenager. Shit.
Well, I'm definitely liking a lot of it. And as I said, for anybody who hasn't played Diablo 2 ever in their life,
pick it up.
Yeah, this is definitely 100% go grab this game because if you like hack and slashes, if you like Diablo 3, if you like Diablo iterations after this, you'll love this game. It's got the Diablo feel. The cinematics are fantastic. What they've done to it is just spot on in so many ways. If you've played Diablo 2 though, I don't know if it's going to survive the nostalgia factor. You'll probably play it for a bit, and then put it aside like you did every other remaster that you've played. It's like, I remember this, and then you go, I remember why I stopped playing this.
No, bullshit. I've played the fuck out of the Command & Conquer remasters, and I still go back to them.
I have not played the remasters on Command & Conquer yet. I thought the Master Chief Collection, where they redid Halo and I think Halo 2? I know they redid Halo. Did they redo Halo?
It's all of them. The Master Chief Collection's all the Halo games.
Yeah, but Halo 1 was like a remaster of it. Like it was, it was like hitting G here. You press a key and you can see the old school graphics versus the new school graphics. Like they took some time with Halo and really made it look good. But yeah, I mean, I can happily say that the item manager portion of this game is annoying as fuck.
Oh, it always was, always will be.
Yeah, like that part I do not miss in any way, shape, or form. Even the loading screen is cute. How they really revamped that guy up too. Like, it's a faithful like 1-to-1 copy of what it was to what it to a remaster.
Yeah.
But I'm going into there it is, shared. I see it now. Non-ladder characters. Okay. Well, I can click on them. I don't know if I can put stuff there.
See, right now it says it's unavailable to me.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe...
I can put stuff there.
It's weird. I can't do them.
That's
so
funky.
here, I'll warp back to town. And I will go over and I'll hit my private stash. And no, it says this tab is currently not available.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's weird little kinks going on with this. And I'm like, I don't understand, but okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought I could click on them before, but now I can't.
Interesting.
Very I don't know why.
Maybe it's because you're in a hosted game and you're not in your own game that you've created?
Maybe. That very well could be. I don't know. One of those. It makes zero sense to me, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Having to manage my town portal scrolls and identification scrolls are
the identification scrolls you can go ahead and get rid of once we rescue Kane real quick. But if you come over here to Akara, buy a tome.
I already got it. Yeah, I got the tome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remembered that.
Yeah, I just fill that bitch. I do like that they still kept in that you can just keep right-clicking and it fills the tomb for you. Tome, tomb, whatever.
Just reminds me of Gallagher. B-O-M-B bomb. Okay. T-O-M-B Tom. No. Tomb. Okay. T-O-M-B tomb.
The English
Gallagher.
language.
Yeah. Fuck the English language, man. Just fuck it.
It has its usage. Ooh, ethereal cannot take damage. Cool.
Well, let me go repair here. Yeah, there's a lot of little creature comforts that came in newer games that are like, it's like, God, I wish I still had those creature comforts.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. The little things that are bugging me are the little bugs in the game. They could be worked out. It could just be this. And then I'm sitting here thinking, if I buy this game, am I honestly going to play it?
Yeah, that's my problem.
The realistic answer is no, I won't. I may not even make it all the way through the fucking campaign.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wrestling with. Like, for a nostalgia factor, it'll be fun up until it's just not, until you're like, yeah, I'm done with nostalgia. I've had my fill. And then you'll get somebody else who hasn't played in a while, and you'll join in with them, but then you'll just be right back to, well, I'm done again.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, you'll have that friend that's like, dude, I was able to fucking get it, and I'm trying to create this character. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, let me go ahead and take you through all this. And then you'll probably rush them through, because, let's be honest, that's what's going to happen for the most part. And then, yeah, you'll be like, all right, well, cool, let me hit you up tomorrow. So this game came out today, the open beta, right? Mm-hmm. I played it. I missed the first. It was 15 minutes after 1 o'clock Eastern when it came out because the play button didn't do it. And I was like, what the fuck? So I went on YouTube and, searched it and was like, oh, everybody's live playing it. Let me close Battle.net launcher and fucking reopen it. Oh, sure enough, that's all it was. I played this game, lost the first character, got frustrated, and played RimWorld. I played RimWorld for like an hour and a half and was like, I fucking love this game. I was like, fuck, I really should give it a try. Like, maybe I was just being too hasty with it, blah, blah. And then I lost the second character and I was like, man, fuck. I was just starting to enjoy playing again. So I almost went back to RimWorld and uninstalled the game. But I was like, no, we'll play it for the podcast. I'll start a third character. We'll go from there. So, as of right now, it is working, and it could have legitimately just been an issue with the first launch of the servers and lagging and all that shit. But I've never played in just a private party where it's, me and somebody I know. It's always been the random fucking games too. And oh wow, if you played Diablo 2 and you know that you can type bubbles above your character's head, right, for when you're chatting.
Okay.
So I forget how to do it, but when you would hit enter, blah, 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 you can do this big black bar. Or you can make it a big black box so it's your character saying it, blah, blah, for the RPing purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can do that again in this remastered edition. And all I've seen are A, everything is gay, and B, everything is the N-word. And they do the biggest black boxes they can, and yeah, super annoying. So then I got excited because if you hit P and you bring up your party member, you can click to squelch this player, which used to stop all of that in the original Diablo 2. Well, I've been trying to squelch people, and apparently this is just a button that does fucking nothing right now. It does not squelch them at all. I still see the big N-word come across the screen, as well as everything is gay.
Oh boy.
So, and it's only been a couple games. Normally a higher level, like a level 30 person comes into the Act 1, just starting, let's go, and there's like 3 of us playing. Yeah. It's normally somebody being stupid like that.
Yeah, that's, and I hate to say it, but like that's every game you find dickheads like that.
Every game. It was just interesting that before I used to be able to just squelch them. And it has the option to do it, but now that option is not working as of right now. That will probably greatly change. What was your favorite class playing Diablo 2?
Paladin. I always played Paladin. Okay. In fact, I'm not even sure I played any other class other than Paladin back when I played it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even confident that I played anything else other than Paladin. Which is a shame because there are some great classes. The Necromancer, Barbarian.
Oh, there's great classes all around. Like, my favorite was Necromancer, of course, but that's just me. I noticed that in this open beta, you can't play the Necromancer or the Assassin.
I noticed that. I did notice that. See, now Diablo 3, my favorite character was Demon Hunter. I played the hell out of the Demon Hunter.
The Demon Hunter is a cross between the Amazon and the Assassin.
I believe it.
Okay. Now, are you in your stash?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you're done with your stash, let me know and don't move anywhere.
Okay, I am done with my stash. Okay, agree to trade.
Did you get a dialogue to trade? Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the trade dialogue. It's one thing I haven't seen yet, right?
Yeah.
So, where's the accept button?
Hold on, let me just do that. I have down here. Gold. I have accept trade in the bottom left. It's a little checkbox right next to the names. Actually, for you, it would be right above.
It's very small. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I wanted to see that because I haven't traded. But dude, I don't want your gold.
Well, I want your amulet.
No, I've got a better one.
I haven't found an amulet yet. Like, seriously, have not yet found an amulet. So I just stole
that.
Dude,
I already have 2 large charms, rings, amulets.
Oh, I've got rings.
I have gems.
I've been getting rings all day long.
Oh.
I just didn't have any. I just couldn't find an amulet. Or a whatever. Yeah, an amulet. I couldn't find an amulet to save my life.
I mean, the amulet I have right now is cold resistance 6%, but that's
fine. I could have used that a second ago when I was just fighting this friggin' zombie that was freezing me every 5 seconds.
Well, where are you? Send me a TP.
Oh, I was already... Hold on. Hold on. About to die. There you go. Should be open.
Because I just didn't know where you were. hear the little bastard. He's resurrecting.
Right over here. He's dead. He did.
Okay, that goes to level 1. Yeah.
Yes. So here's one thing I can honestly say that I guess a little gripe about. The dungeons, like, and they were never exactly really, well fleshed out or anything in Diablo 2. I mean, switching back to the old graphics, they when I say it was it's a 1-to-1, true feeling for it. It's a 1-to-1. It's really true. But like the dungeons here are just really just lacking. They're just very, very gray and sparse. They kind of remind me of Castlevania Lords of Destruction 2, where it's just there's this gray scale of everything. And this is like like half the caves I've been in. Granted, I'm sure it gets different as you move on, but I just remember in Diablo 3 starting off, going to some basements, just there was it felt more alive. I made the joke the moment I started playing that game, Diablo's in the details, because you would go into a basement of some place and there would be rats like running out as soon as you got there.
Yeah.
And just little details like that really, I don't know, they really, for me, really set the stage, really set the mood.
So while you're in the cave, switch to the older graphics.
I did, yeah, and it looks comparable to that. Like, it's...
Actually, I think the older almost looks better.
Oh, yeah,
I think they added more to the older, and the new one is like they really tried to render it all out, but look at these caves. This is a clone of this section. This is a clone of this section. This whole mapping along this wall, it's a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't notice that.
But when you switch over to the older graphics, they don't show you as much of the wall because of the lighting details. Right?
Yeah,
but
you're right.
It still looks a little different here and there. It still has some cloney parts, but...
No, you know what? You're right. You're right. It actually... And even the ground, like, the ground gravel looks a little bit more lively. Like there's stones and stuff spewed around.
Yep. Like, this is supposed to be... Where I'm standing is supposed to be a pile of bones.
Yeah, there's nothing here in this. Yeah. It's, interesting. So I guess that is a valid complaint. This is really just kind of lacking. Like the level of detail that they went into with Diablo 3, where you would walk into a basement and there'd be rats just running because you're walking. Just just those little details, the things that really made the world feel alive, are just not there.
I mean, that could be just, this is Act 1, so I don't know. Act 2 will be a very big determining factor for me on how the caves look, because you have to spend all that time in that worm gut cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm interested to see how that is. So I gotta fucking get a character that they don't lock me out of, so I can play up fucking Act 2.
Well, let's blitzkrieg through here. I was just running through. I was just literally going through the caves just to take a look at stuff. So let's blitzkrieg through. Let's get to Act 2, man.
Okay. Let's go back to town, because I have a bunch of fucking waypoints.
All right.
I've been playing a bunch, and people are just like, "Hey, man, so you need to rescue Deckard Cain, correct?"
I think so, yeah. I've just, let me check the quest.
So hit your quest tab.
I'm on, the search for Cain. Oh, plus play quest dialogue. I'm like, what the hell is that button? Let me sell
It should be the audio.
Crap. Yeah. Well, I just looked at it. I'm like, what the hell is that? Then I just read it. I'm like, oh, that's the audio for it. Cool.
Yeah, I like that they added, I don't remember the base game of Diablo 2 or the expansion right off the bat having the audio. I don't remember being able to replay the quest dialogue, but I think they may have added it later on. So where do you need to go to get Cain?
I don't know. Hang on 2 seconds while I stash this. Let me go get a couple town portals. Let me see what the next one says. Stony Fields is the next thing that I have to unlock.
Okay, hold on. Take my TP.
TP for my bunghole. Bunghole. Yeah, let me grab some town portals here quick. There we go. Town portaled up. Stony Fields. I have got it. All right. Where before do we go now? God, it's been a while. Oh, I actually was already here. I didn't... Oh, no, I wasn't here. This is you. I'm sitting there going, wow, I was already here. This is amazing. Oh, no, it wasn't me. That's Damok bolting through.
Well, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not like I'm really worried about the story at this moment in time. It's not like when we're playing...
I didn't think so.
Not like when we were playing Path of Exiles and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I want to read this, but I also want to kill stuff. Hang on.
I liked Path of Exile.
I liked it. No, I am not dissing that game. I am dissing the way
I didn't give a fuck about its story.
I am dissing the way I was introduced to that game.
You played with Co?
Yeah, with you and Co.
Yeah, no, that's not the way to play that game.
No. I mean, like, after I've gone through it once and, like, I've just experienced the game for experience the game, totally the way to play the game, because it's blitzkrieg through, nail it all and just get the stuff, unlock end game stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that, I was definitely not introduced to that game the way that I like to play video games.
Is it EXP Shrine?
I think I already hit it. Oh no, I didn't. I hit the mono
over
one.
Here.
Yeah, sorry, I hit the mono one.
Okay. Oh.
What'd you kill? Ooh, that's ugly. I don't remember those being in Diablo 2.
What?
The big bat spawning things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
The fucking little... They're a pain in the ass, dude. We were looking for...
What are we looking for? I'm looking for a hamburger right now, so I'm looking for. This scotch is good.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Oof, God, it's so good. But I have not been drinking whatsoever, so I am feeling...
Oh, yeah, you're probably lit.
I am feeling warm, and it feels nice.
There you go. I'm drinking because I got kudos at work today, and I don't like kudos.
Yeah? Well,
yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, that's good, thank you. I've been going into the office because, we're pretty much telework.
Yeah.
And we needed to get some shit done. And so I was like, fuck it, man. If you guys need me here and I'm gainfully employed doing something, then yeah, I'll come on in. Not a problem. So I did that, and apparently no one else has been willing to do that by any means. And so I knocked out literally 3 weeks worth of work in the 4 days that I went into the office. And on the 4th day, I got sent home because I went into the office for an hour and a half and did a spreadsheet and was like, hey, this is everything that they're saying they're missing, but I found it all. And they were like, okay, you need to go home now because that's too much work. And I was like, too much work, man. You guys don't even fucking understand. I don't feel like I do nearly as much work as I'm supposed to. But then my GDIT lead, fucking the contract lead, was like, hey, Joe, keep fucking kicking butt. And I mean, they do not send professional emails, man. I swear to God, where I'm at, they don't give a fuck. I'm surprised that she didn't say ass. But she said, yeah, keep kicking butt with all these exclamation marks. So then the company that I work for sees that as the prime, and they were like, oh yeah, doing a great job. And then the government lead, who's the one who sent me home and said, dude, you've already done too much. Go home. Like, enjoy yourself. He's like, just log in, quote unquote, and telework for the rest of the day. But, you're not needed at this point. Just chill out. And I'm like, okay. He fucking reiterated and came back and was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, above and beyond. And I was like, above and beyond my ass, dude, I did my job. I don't like getting... If I did above and beyond, then absolutely. Give me a fucking pat on the back. But if I just did what I was supposed to fucking do, it makes me feel weird. There are people like, yeah, man, you're great. And I'm like, for doing my job? No.
I definitely feel you there. I actually... so I was on an interview today because I was going to check out a new company. And I'm always been, whether I'm going to actually go for a job or whether I'm just going for the interview, I have always said to people, hey, look, go interview. Interviewing is a skill, and it's a skill that can get rusty. So go interview because the day that you actually want the job and you can't get it because you're kind of really rusty and you suck, that's the day that you really just kick yourself in the nuts and you're like, oh, man. So I went on an interview with a fairly big company today, and I don't know. Last time I did an interview like this with a big company, we'll say, how can I rhyme this? Rhymes with Amazon. That was the last big company that I did with, and it was an 8-hour sprint. It was horrendous. And there were people there just hammering you left and right, it almost felt like an interrogation where they were trying to break you. And today I went and I kind of was like, oh man, because it was 4 hours worth of an interview. I was like, oh man, this is going to be rough. I know it. And I got in there, and this is actually the first interview that I can, and it's weird to say this, I had fun on this interview. It was genuinely fun talking to these people. You could tell that they had passion. It was just a really fun time. It was wild to talk to them. And everybody's been asking me, well, how'd it go? I'm like, I don't know. I had a good time. Does that count? Does that work? It seemed okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing at these stones here?
So you have to hit Q and tell me what your quest log says. Mine's all grayed out because I completed it already.
Go through the underworld passage in the dark woods. Search for the tree of
the dark woods.
Oh, now it says dark woods. Okay. Look for the tower of Black Marsh beyond the dark woods. So that's where it says I gotta go now.
Dark woods. So come back to town.
Coming back to town. I'm in town.
All right, dark wood. Take my TP.
Oh, hold on. I gotta sell a bunch of this crap quick. Well, I'm gonna take your TP and I'm gonna go back to town after I hit it. Then I'm gonna go back to Rogue Encampment because I got a bunch of crap to sell. I got a head in a jar here. I don't even know what half this is.
The head in the jar is for the necromancer that you can't fucking play.
Well, I mean, that's good that at least, they give it to you.
Oh, the assassin stuff has been dropping as well. And I've been like, oh, okay, but you can't play them.
Yeah, I got all sorts of, I got sorcerer stuff. Man, I'm getting... All right, can I use any of this? Ooh, I can use that.
Okay, so there I just experienced lag. Crazy.
Yeah, I've had
monsters. Sorry?
No, I was going to say, I've had some rubber banding, which was not something I expected.
Yeah, I was just killing monsters, and I hit them, and then they run away, and I'm like, why the fuck is it, I should be connecting with them, and they run away to a different part of the screen and then just die. And I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, let me get back to the dark woods now. And I'll just pick up all this stuff that you left behind because that's how you roll.
There's nothing good for me to pick up. I only pick up stuff that, I have to identify.
Dude, there's literally a trail of gold.
Oh yeah, but gold is super easy to come across in this game.
Yeah, but I haven't really found anything really great to pick up, so I've been just buying the stuff from the vendor.
Really? All my gear is just pick up. I don't think you start getting good gear until Act 2. I think Act 1 is just one of those, There you go, there's no large charm and an amulet. I think Act 2 is when you actually get your character together. Act 1 is just to kind of get you through the basics.
Yeah, get your feet wet.
Yeah. Learn roughly how the game is supposed to be played, and then heard another amulet drop.
All right. I haven't played this game in a while. What the hell does an amulet do?
Amulet?
Yeah.
It's a necklace.
Oh, the necklace. Okay, sorry. I was thinking charm. What the hell does the charm do?
Here, I got a couple of my inventory.
I've had a couple of them. I sold them. I just wonder what they do.
Oh, did you identify them?
Yeah.
So you can load up your inventory with charms, and they do a bunch of different things. I have one charm that does +6 poison damage over 3 seconds. So every hit I do does +6 poison damage over 3 seconds.
I just gotta hold on to it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is have them in your inventory, and they boost your stats.
Whoops.
They're just stat boosters.
Yeah, I sold them.
Yeah, poison resist +4. I got +8 to attack rating now.
Well, that explains why earlier I was kicking ass, and all of a sudden I stopped kicking ass because I sold all the stuff. I sold all my charms. I had like 5 charms. I'm like, man, I gotta get rid of all this crap. It's just taking up space.
Oh yeah, no, that's the upside and the downside of charms, right? You get cool shit, but it takes up inventory space.
Yep. I'm tracking now. God, it's been a long time since I played this game.
Wait till you start getting back into runes, man. Shit.
Oh man, what the hell is it? It's a sparkly guy here. Why is he doing this? Why is he here? Die!
Where do you see a sparkly guy?
I just killed him.
Oh, okay.
Just sitting there running around with all sparkles falling out of his ass. I'm just like, hey, dude, you gotta stop your whole glitter and stuff.
All that glitters is gold. Only shoot stars, break the mold.
No, that person feels healthy. Great. I'm glad you feel healthy.
Yeah, I clicked the shrine by accident. So that's the other part that doesn't quite feel right to me. And that could be because the servers are legitimately lagging. I don't feel like my character connects with his hits.
Yeah, it is a little bit sluggish there.
But that could just be the warping around. And see, now I got to go back to town because now I don't have a weapon equipped.
Because your durability dropped?
Yeah, the durability seems to be really rough.
I remember the durability. I was to say, I remember the durability being rough in when I started Diablo 2 forever ago. I remember that.
Yeah. Now, later in the game, there was no issue with durability, but I think it's just the starting equipment that only has, a durability of 19 as opposed to a durability of 600.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
I agree there. Yeah, like, here's another guy with glitter falling out of his ass. Like, seriously. Look, I know, I understand that it was bring your daughter to work day, but really? You gotta leave the glitter at home.
Did you not hear the chip topaz drop?
I heard something drop.
So, if you hit Alt, you can see everything on the ground, right?
Oh. God, that's
you've been playing the game without that?
Yeah. Dude, it's been a while, man.
No, I know, but it was one of those, how do I see everything on the ground? There used to be a way to toggle it. I don't remember. There probably still is, but whenever you hear something... So that's why I leave all that shit on the ground. Because I just blah, 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 mobbing through, and if I hear something drop that I'm interested in, then I'll hit Alt, see where it's at, and pick it up.
Well, so in my defense, I actually have my sound completely off because I have the Skype recorder going, and if I have the sound on, it's going to record everything. So I have the sound off so that I can actually hear. I don't pick up the sound of the game, and I can actually use it as a true backup for the podcast. I have to go back to town while I'm loaded up. Okay.
Go back to charm. Hell yeah, I just got me a grand charm, so... Rakanishu. I'm going to take your TP.
No, I mean...
Okay.
Genuinely, though, this game is fun. It's, of course, more fun
no doubt about it.
With other people. I mean, that's because that's just the way it is. But the game is genuinely fun. But I still, even playing it a little bit more, I'm still right in that same vein of I I don't think I'm still gonna say yes. I'm gonna buy it because I will probably still buy this game.
I've spent money on worse things, like the new fucking Aliens game. I bought the deluxe edition.
Yeah, I mean, hey, dude, if it helps, I bought that game 3 times already. So, I mean, I feel ya, but I bought it 3 times already.
Yeah. I bought it 3 times. I bought the deluxe edition, but I didn't buy it 3 times.
Yeah, so there were some people that were like, hey, I'm going to pick up that game. And I'm like, well, hey, if you're going to pick up that game, I'm going to play that game. How many people play that game with? And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to start chewing through people playing that game pretty fucking quick. So, yeah.
Holy shit, a jewel just dropped. I haven't seen a jewel in a long time. Plus 8% enhanced damage, plus 7 to life.
I've actually gotten a couple jewels. I got lightning resistance plus 5, requirements is negative 15. And this 8% enhanced damage, 6 plus 6 defense, plus 13 maximum stamina. Wraith Scarab Jewel. Yeah, I've seen a couple of
dropping
ones.
TP, this is where you need to be.
I'm there.
That's the tree.
Oh man, did you? And this is going to be a stupid question. I know the answer is going to be no, but I'm going to ask anyways. Did you ever play an old game by Sierra called Quest for Glory 2: Trial by Fire?
I want to say that sounds familiar, but I'm going to say no because I don't remember anything about it.
So there was back in the day, Sierra really was like the adventure game. Like they nailed it. They really were making.
Sarah was on top of everything.
King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest. They just had some really great ones, and they had one that was called Hero Quest originally, but then they got in a litigation or something with the what's his face with God, who made it was like not Hasbro. Who made that the board game?
Which board game?
It was called Hero Quest. Hold on, I gotta look it up. It's gonna kill me.
Probably Hasbro.
I want to say it was Hasbro.
Parker Brothers.
Maybe Parker Brothers.
It's either Hasbro or Parker Brothers.
Hasbro.
Okay.
So there was a whole big thing where Hasbro had the game already, there was already a board game or they got the rights to it or whatever. And I didn't get, what the hell have I got here? Oh, that's a scroll thing. What the hell do I do? Oh,
take my TP.
Hang on 2 seconds. Take the scroll to infuse. I gotta go back to town and go talk to that chick. Anyway, so there was originally called Adventure Quest, and the first one was called Hero Quest, and So You Want to Be a Hero. And it literally was this very comedic game where you were trying to be a hero. You showed up in this place called Spielberg, and you started just trying to be a hero. Well, when you show up, of course, you don't know what to do, so you got to make money, so you go and find a local place that needs somebody to do a job. The job happens to be sweeping out and cleaning out a horse stall. So, your first job to make money is cleaning out a horse stall.
Sounds about right.
And then, of course, you go through and it's got a whole bunch of RPG elements to it. You've got different skills, and the different skills leveled up as you work them. So the more locks you pick, the better you got at lock picking. The more knives you threw, the better you got at throwing. And there were little different reasons why you would need that. Like there was a situation where you needed to throw a knife and hit something so it knocked over and caught this thing on fire, and then you got out of this whatever situation. But the second game was called Quest for Glory because they had to change the name from Hero Quest, so it was named Quest for Glory, Trial by Fire. And you left Spielberg and ended up in this desert place. And I forget the name of the desert place you were in. But for some reason, that tree just reminded me of one of the things that you had to do, which was you had to, there was this tree that was shaped like a woman. And what you end up finding out was that this woman got turned into this tree. And to try to free her, you had to do all these different things to like free her soul or whatever. And you never actually turn her back into a human, but you do all these things where she can experience love again or whatever. And she then creates this fruit that you need for something else. There's a lot of cool little puzzles in it that were fun. But the one cool thing about the whole series, which that tree led me to, which made me think of something else completely, was that was one of the first games. Actually, I want to say that was the first game I played where your stats and progress from one game and what you did in one game actually leaked over into the second game. So all the stats and stuff you worked on in the first game, those leaked over. And so if you started off as a thief in the first game, when you started the second game, you were a thief. And whatever stats you had from the first game are your stats in the second game. So if you spent all the time maxing everything out, well, you started the second game with max stats. If you started off, and there was a cool little thing that to get in the second game, if you played as a fighter in the second game and went down one route talking to this, like, he's a lion minotaur looking guy, he actually brought you into the Fighters Guild. And if you did some good stuff for him, you actually could be a paladin in the third game. So you had to do a whole bunch of things in the first and second game to become a paladin in the third game. It was a cool little wild thing that all of your, it was one of the, as I said, one of the first game that I ever played that what you did in the games before it affected the games after it.
Awesome. That actually sounds really good. And now I kind of want to play that. But that's my ADHD just like,
All right, so I got to do this in order.
Right, you should know which stones to click on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Okay,
just start clicking on them randomly.
So
no one fucking actually follows the pattern.
That's 1. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. I guess I had to reorientate myself to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And I know I'm screwing up my stats. Like, I just know it.
Why are you screwing up your stats?
I just know that I'm selecting the wrong thing because I'm just randomly clicking on what I want. Like, I've got my aura for health. I've just been dumping everything into aura for health.
Well, you're going to need strength, and as a paladin, you're going to need dexterity.
So I've been doing strength, mostly strength and vitality, with very little into
you need
energy.
Dexterity to hold some of the shields and some of the swords and all that too.
All right, I'll be.
Where you at, man? Come over here. I got Griswold and all that.
I'm killing stuff.
Yeah, but these are the. I've already killed all the important ones.
No, there was a champion over here. I just killed him. Granted, all he dropped was this brioche bun thing. I don't know.
Come over here in the center, though, and save Deckard Cain.
I'm working. As soon as I find it, the place is on fire.
You see him in the center back behind me?
Nope.
Right here in the cage.
Yep. Got him. Come, stay a while and listen.
You were trying to talk in Kane's voice, and your character chimed in. It was like, Kane, leave quickly, bitch!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean...
All right.
I don't know. I'm digging the game. The nostalgia factor is super real. I don't know that the nostalgia factor is going to be enough. I will probably be happy enough to go through this game once, again, just to feel that nostalgia. I just don't know that I'll play it after that. So that's why I'm saying I'll eventually get this game just to play through it that one time, just so I can feel that nostalgia all the way through. I just don't know that I'll be jumping down that, bandwagon of trying to do speed runs and all that other stuff that I used to do back in the day. I don't see myself doing it.
Yeah. I know Moonfat was talking about, oh yeah, dude, I'm so excited for the single player because I'm going to speed run this and that and the other thing. I'm like, I mean, okay, but it's not a new game. It's still the old game with a little fucking polish over the top.
Yeah.
Alright. Head back to town so we can claim Kane.
Oh, we're going to claim Kane. Yeah, we are. We're going to claim him good. Hold on. I got a chipped thingamajiggy here I got to pick up. God damn it.
Yeah, so I know Moon is super excited because he's going to do the speed runs and all of that, but that's what he does.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It was just one of those, okay. I can see where some people are excited for it. I thought it was I don't know, Diablo 2 has never been a speed running game for me because it's a hack and slash collect all your shit game.
Yeah, but this was this was still back in the day where, like, I can
Well, this was before speedrunning was a thing, man.
Well, no, that's not 100% true because I can vividly remember playing Super Metroid and other Super Nintendo and Nintendo games with the faster you completed it, the better rewards you got from it. Like, I can vividly remember getting through Super Metroid and getting it down like as little as I could because you got her in a swimsuit at the end if you did it quick enough.
Huh. Okay.
You know, and there was other games like that, which I still, for the life of me, cannot remember one off the top of my head. But there were other games where if you went through them quick enough, you got a certain level of reward.
Okay.
Oh crap! I gotta go store Right's leg because I gotta get to the cow level. That's gonna be sure. That's gonna be a level of nostalgia right there. That's gonna be astronomical. The cow level.
Oh, agreed. Absolutely. That is going to be fun.
And I have to turn the volume up for that because just hearing them go moo 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 moo.
I know it's in the game because you can't have Diablo 2 without it being in the game. But yeah, I really am interested to see how well they kept the audio on that one.
Yeah, because
it was super annoying.
It was silly. That's the thing. It was silly.
But nostalgia, you're right.
It was so silly. All right, quest. Yeah. Where am I going next? I got to talk to Deckard Cain. That would probably be very helpful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then we got to go to the Black Marsh.
All right. Well, I think we've played and talked through this about as much as we can see. So I don't know. What's your final thoughts now that you've played for a while without any actual issue yet?
Well, I mean, the actual issue hasn't been the gameplay itself. It's going in and out of games that has locked me out of my characters.
All right.
Right? So I don't want to create a fourth character. At that point, I'm fucking done. But that could be because, it is a beta. It is still early access type. And it's not even technically early access. It's just beta, right?
Yep.
Because it's free. Anybody can pick this game up on the weekend and play it. Why not pick up the fucking game and try it? I don't know how long the open beta is. I do know it started today. I imagine it goes over the weekend. It might go for a couple days longer than that. But
yeah, I'm not sure how much of the game is open right now. Like, do you know? Is it the entire game, or do they lock part of it down?
As far as I know, I thought it was the whole game. But again, they also have 2 locked out classes, the Necromancer and the Assassin. So I don't know. I know they have an Act 2 cinematic, and that's the only cinematic that I've seen on YouTube, so it may only be Act 1 and Act 2.
I'm okay with that, though, because Act 2 was probably my favorite act in this game.
Okay. Yeah, so Act 2, because I spent so much time in that fucking Wizards Sanctuary, Horizon Sanctuary.
Yep.
And it's like I'm interested to see that redone as well. So I do need to fucking join one of these games where they just power you through into Act 2 and power level you a bit so that I can take a look at things. I'm not sure if Act 3, Act 4, and Act 5 are open yet. Act 3, I hope they didn't change anything for nostalgia's sake, but I fucking hated Act 3, and I'm so glad that you could cheese the entire act from the get-go. You would just have your buddy come in and cheese you through it, because Act 3 sucked. Those little fucking... the little were they like shrunken heads with legs or whatever, and they had the knives.
Oh yeah,
and they just would fucking just gang rape you, and you're like, oh my god, this is horrible.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, I hated Act 3, but you know what? In this style with the new graphics, I kind of want to play through Act 3 because it might be one of the most interesting acts. Luke Lane, Act 2, right, is going to be desert environment. Cool. This is foresty environment with some caves, but it's mostly foresty. You're going to go through a massive desert that has the ruined sewers. You're going to have the cool Horizon Sanctuary, which is going to have that wonderful fucking spacey, wizardy, out of another dimension type look. But Act 3 being that thick, nasty looking jungle, I kind of want to see it with the new art style. Act 4, I mean, we all know Pandemonium Fortress, Into the Gates of Hell. I expect that to be bland because it was bland in the original Diablo 2 as well. Act 5 should be very interesting because that's when they started adding the true weather and all of that into the game, right? Because you're going up Mount Ariat. But, yeah. Overall, what I'm seeing of the game right now, I'm not going to purchase. But that doesn't mean I won't change my mind and actually pick up the game. One thing though, is your character standing still?
No, I was jumping all over the place just a second ago. So I got a town portal open if you could jump down in the Forgotten Tower and help me.
Okay. I was going to say, but have your character stand still for a second in a spot where you can clearly see their feet.
Okay.
Something I was like staring at my character talking to you. Does your character look like it's hovering above the ground?
I don't know. With the special effects underneath it, it kind of looks a bit funky.
Right? And then hit G, though.
Okay.
And even with the special effects, they look clearly grounded to me.
Yeah.
They look like they're hovering.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
That's a bullshit nitpicky thing that I was standing there, I was staring at my character, and I was talking to you, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that looks weird.
Right, I was like, it's nitpicky because the shadows are kind of like, okay. Yeah, anyways.
Well, anywho. Oh, there I go. That happened. Glad we're not on hardcore.
Right.
Oh, no. All my gear is there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's in your body. You don't lose shit like you do in some other games.
Oh, I didn't even remember losing my shit there like that.
Yeah, and if you were killed by a player, it would also drop your ear on the ground.
Oh, yeah. That I remember. Well, anywho, we hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Reviews help people find the show. So if you enjoyed listening to us ramble on as we played Diablo 2 beta, then let other people know. Help people find us. You can find us on Podcast Addict, Player FM, Spreaker, iTunes, Google Play Podcast, Your Listen, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all sorts of different places. So if we're not someplace, let us know. We'll upload there. We have a partnership with Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is a game purchasing service that allows you to buy games with a little bit of a twist. You donate to charity as you purchase games. So it's a cool little thing where you get to buy video games like you normally would, but you also get to donate a little bit to charity at the same time. So it's pretty cool. Just got to put that partner equals G.N.A. podcast, or sorry, question mark partner equals G.N.A. podcast at the end of whatever your Humble Bundle link is. That'll let them know that we sent you. So go check them out. They've actually got some pretty good deals. Their bundles are bundles of different games for a fairly decent price, and usually you get some pretty decent games out of it. So go check them out. And if they still have the slider, which I honestly don't even know if they do or don't anymore, make sure that slider is set all the way down to 0 for the G.N.A. podcast. We don't want any of your money. We want you to give it to charity, give it to the developers, maybe throw home a bundle a couple of bucks, but definitely not us. We don't want your money. We would like you to buy our swag though. We got our G.N.A. Gutter Shots Teespring store up with a whole bunch of different things, from t-shirts to sweatshirts to pint glasses to metal die-cast stickers. Go check them out. Pick something up. Check out the Private Stash, one of my favorite actually. Go pick up something for your loved one, or just maybe, I don't know, pick up a G.N.A. pillow to rise, sit there on your bed, or I don't know, put underneath your leg while you're rubbing one out. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Where can people find you at, Damok?
I pretty much exclusively troll the G.N.A. Discord, although you can find me sitting idly in Thoughts and Shots Discord until somebody actually talks in there, and then I might actually respond, because, yeah. But that's pretty much it.
As I say, they're growing. They're getting there. They're getting a huge audience. They're doing a live show here. Where the hell was it? I forget where they were doing it. At one of the cons out there. They're going to be doing a live show, which is pretty friggin' awesome. So go check them out. Thoughts and Shots. We love them. Devin. And, I don't know, what were you calling them? Chocolate Bear? Chocolate Lab?
Oh, dude, like, Chocolate Bear, Choco Bear. Fuck, dude, I honestly thought that I had, like, uninvited myself because I think I got way too drunk and said something really stupid. But they started calling him that now, so, okay, and they said I'm still invited, just not to be on their shows anymore.
Well, go check them out. They're cool people. And if you happen to slide in, we have a podcast. We have a website of our podcast at... Where the hell is that, Damok?
www.flightless artist just drove a car to Sheets and back by herself with her driver's license. Woo-hoo! And she returned without a scrape on the car for the first time. .com and or GNApodcast.com. But you know what? She fucking made it, man. It was her first. Can I take the car because my sister ate my chips and I want to buy my own chips? And she did it.
Nice! Congratulations, Flightless! Well, man, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for playing it out and playing and talking about this. This has definitely been a rock down nostalgia path here, man. Holy hell.
It has been. And, I'm playing it now, and now that I'm playing it with somebody that we're taking our time and not trying to rush through it, and it's not not kind of a pain in the ass. It's fun, and it's nostalgic playing with a friend.
Yeah, definitely nostalgic playing with a friend. All right, man. Let's end this podcast and get over to Act 2.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Oh, you too.